Today I got to visit a coffee shop in Dar Es Salaam called Afrigahwa. It's located in Mikocheni B, and this is a beautiful coffee shop. The coffee shop is actually called Afrigahwa Coffee Roastery. The space is so good, like it makes you feel like home. So firstly, it's in a residential area next to a place called Dar Properties. When you enter the place, you see like a lot of greenery, and there's some sittings outside too, where you get to see metal kind of sitting arrangements in red and yellow. And as you enter the door, you go through a passage, and when you go through the passage, you see the art that's in that coffee shop. It's a vessel that is used by Tanzanian street coffee makers, which just caught my eye. And as you enter the coffee shop, you're going to see the barista sitting at the barista station. You're going to see a lot of specialty coffee equipment. And talking about specialty coffee, this place is literally a specialty coffee shop, because you get to see the seating arrangements. They are handmade by the owner and his fundies. They made literally every piece of furniture there. They have leatherish seats. They also have oak made tables with steel rods happening down there, which just makes the place so minimalistic. And they also have another table just made for brewing. When you want to brew, when the barista is brewing for you, that's where you go. And they also have internet, good service. And today they allowed me to try the V60 Japanese brew. With the Japanese brew, we chose the V60 method, but you can also use it with the chemex, other different methods of making coffee. So how we make the Japanese brew is, firstly, you get to choose your beans. Mostly we use the dark bean because in Japan that's the kind of roasting that they do, a dark roast. And then after we grind the beans, after grinding them, make sure that they're hotter. It's hot to 100 degrees Celsius. Make sure that the measurings are perfect. The ice should be included in the measurements. So usually a good ratio of water to beans is usually 1:16, while as in this case we're going to do 1:11, and then ice will be the part that compensates the 5 grams. So once you're done with the measurement, you're going to take the hot water and then you're going to pour over onto the V60 filter to take away the papery taste and to also keep the V60 warm. And then you're going to put the V60 onto the Harrier number 2, or you can just use the Harrier number 2 and then pour out the hot water. And then you're going to start the scale from 0. Every time you finish a step, you're going to go back to 0. Then you're going to pour your grounded roasted beans, which in our case is going to be coarse kind of grind, because we're going to be using the V60. Once you're done with that, you're going to be pouring with your goose neck kettle in a clockwise manner onto the beans. You're going to pour at least the first 60 grams of water and then allow it to simmer and brew into the Harrier number 2. Then after that, you're going to start going in bits until the water finishes, which usually has to take around 3 minutes. On the 3-minute mark, you're going to take out the V60 from the Harrier and put it on a separate glass, and then you're going to serve. So this method is actually one that takes time. The aromas are there, the acidity is also there, but not too much. Unlike the other cold brew where you put in the fridge, it takes out all the acidity, it takes everything. But with this, you get to taste the aromas. It's quick, and it's become one of my favorite cold brew methods. Back to the coffee shop. The coffee shop actually has their own roaster, so the owner roasts the coffee beans for you. They'll allow you to go roast with them, go through the whole process, the packaging, and it's just a beautiful experience. And what I like about going to this coffee shop is that the atmosphere is so beautiful. The owner is good, and I even got to share the Japanese cold brew with them. The owner is so friendly, the barista is friendly, the wife is friendly. It's run by a husband and a wife. It's just so beautiful. the atmosphere gives you a homely vibe, and they also sell things like tea, they also sell smoothies, they sell milkshakes, they also sell pastries. I love that pastry line. They serve this beautiful tasting cake. It's just to die for. So if you guys go there, I tried the cold brew using the Japanese brew method, and I also tried the chocolate cake. And the space is good. Specialty coffee is just to die for, and these people are perfecting the craft of specialty coffee. And if you want your coffees to be sent to you, they can send it to you. Just tell them that the digits, I want this kind of coffee, I want the light roast, I want it blended for chemex, because every grind has a grinding method, and then they'll do it for you. If you want to collect it and share a cup of coffee, you can do that. If you want it sent to you, why not? So that was Afrigahwa Coffee Roastery. It's a beautiful coffee shop, and when I talk about simplicity, specialty, everything, that's the coffee shop to go to in Dar Es Salaam. Talking about the money, the cost can go from around 5,000 to as much as I think 12,000 if I remember correctly. Obviously starting from pastries to the most expensive brewing method, I think is the siphon for 12,000 Tanzanian shillings. The siphon is beautiful because it's just one of the things to try. If you're not a coffee person, try the siphon coffee. It tastes like tea. It's beautiful. Hope you guys had a good one, and hope you guys enjoyed this series of coffee shops, and I'm going to explore more coffee shops.